Eddie Nketiah. It's a bad transfer, isn't it, in the end? This is someone who we thought, again, you've got to remember the context of Elise has just left. Yeah. They're going to try and reform their attack, maybe a front two. Eddie Nketiah, last day of the window, wasn't it, as well?
What it is a terrible transfer for the player. You think of when he started coming through and started, showing promise at Arsenal, probably 4 or 5 years ago now. There must have been opportunities in that time for him to move to a club to get more game time. And to choose Crystal Palace just as Jean-Philippe Mateta was turning into one of the most consistent strikers in the league, it's a bad move for the player, and a lot of money for Palace to spend on an area of the squad that they didn't actually really need that much in.
I think he'd be having such a good time if that Bournemouth move had happened.
Yes,
because he's a really hard worker and surprisingly decent dribbler. And if your job is basically get space in the box, which kind of is at Bournemouth, and press, that would have been great for him. He'd have loved it.
Has he played as a centre forward by himself?
Not really. There are a couple of games, but even then it didn't quite work. And that was during the down period of Palace. And then he got shoved out to the right, and it just didn't work.
And he can't do that.
And then basically one of the guys who they did bring in as well in the summer is Marla Sarr, who's kind of found a new run of form now as well.